Hi guys, and welcome back to another video here on the Sean the Sheepman channel. So this video probably isn't going to be as cheery as our normal videos. Storm is unwell right now, as you will see as this video goes along. This video starts last Tuesday and it will end on today, which is Saturday. I know some people in the comments are going to be wondering why I've decided to film this, and a lot of people will think, no, just sort out the dog, don't bother filming. But this shows some of the real life stresses and maybe some of the not so nice things about having a pack of working dogs. And also, I want to be honest with you guys, let you guys in on what's happening and it not come as a surprise to you guys. And yeah, anyway guys, we're just going to get into this video. So guys, I came out this morning and I noticed Storm was being a little bit sluggish. I've just gave her a check over and I've noticed she's got a huge lump here. So we're actually rushing home now. I'm going to go home and I'm going to call the vets. And I'm going to put her somewhere where she's not going to strain herself too much. I'm probably going to take her into the house so we can keep a closer eye on her and see if we can get an appointment at the vets either today, well, as soon as possible, preferably, but we'll have to see whether the vet has an appointment for us today. So guys, that's me, just spoke to the vet and we're taking her in. So in half an hour I'll take her in. Her appointment is in 45 minutes. Hopefully we'll get in there and we'll get her checked out. This couldn't come at a worse time because me and Stacey just had to go private with IVF and I've just paid that literally yesterday, so we're a bit financially stressed, but we'll do what we need to do. So Storm is in that room up there away from the other dogs right now to keep her calm, keep her rested. I don't want anything to hurt that before we get into the vets and get it checked out. Hopefully it's something minor. We did Google the symptoms and as you would imagine we've scared the crap out of ourselves because it's consistent with a twisted stomach. Hopefully it's not a twisted stomach and she doesn't need an operation, but whatever happens we'll do best by her and make sure we try and get her sorted. However, she does seem pretty high spirited and comfortable, a bit sluggish. Like I say, I noticed this morning she was being a bit sluggish, but other than that she seems happy, she seems comfortable, she doesn't seem in a great amount of pain. Whether Storm would let on she was in pain is a different story, but we'll take that as a good sign now that she's not acting like she's overly in pain. Okay guys, that's us loading up now, so I'm quickly going to show you what I'm seeing. If we see just here, you can see this lump sticking out here. That is the full size of it. That's my hand around it right now. That is all a big lump protruding out of her side. That's what the worry is right now. We're just getting ready to go. Fit a muzzle because Storm doesn't like strangers poking and prodding her, so I'm going to fit a muzzle for the vet. You can see that lump protruding right there. That's absolutely massive. I'm pretty worried. So guys, that's me heading off now. We've got to drive right through the city. Our vets is on the other side of the city, so we've got to drive to the city and then through it. Probably take about 30 minutes, so that's me heading off. Guys, that's us just outside the vets now. We're just waiting to go in. Storm's not enjoying the muzzle, but hi, Storm, sit. So we're just waiting to go in. The vet's going to call us out here just so that we're not sitting in the waiting room and she's getting too stressed out. Okay guys, so we've just been in. They took a few samples out of the lump itself. They're getting sent to the lab for analysis. Storm is coming home with me right now and we will hopefully get those results in 24 hours and then we'll know where we're going to have to go from there. It doesn't seem like a cyst because there was no pus in it. But it's definitely some sort of hard mass, so they're going to get the test results, see what they can find from that, and then we may have to come back again in 24 hours to have a few scans or x-rays done to figure out what this mass is if the tests aren't conclusive. Come on, bed rest, you heard the vet. So guys, we're just going to continue as normal now. We don't see any sense in worrying until we know that we have something to worry about. The vet didn't think that Storm needs to be kept from too much activity. She does have to be stopped working, but she can pretty much go out in the garden and all as normal. She says it doesn't feel like the mass feels like something that will burst, or and she also said she didn't think Storm was in any immediate danger at the moment. Obviously, we just have to monitor, and if there's any more symptoms, we'll speak to the vets and wait on the results of those tests. But we are going to keep Storm in at nights, just because it's easier to watch her, and if something happens, it's easier to see her at night. So me and Storm are just going to watch the rugby now. Guys, so it's a couple of days later and we got Storm's test results today. And what those results showed is there's some infection there and a lot of swelling, and it's nothing too much more than that. It's certainly not life-threatening, so that put a lot of our fears to rest. And basically they think it could be two possibilities: either some sort of blunt force injury, so she could have been kicked by a sheep out of my sight, or fell off something going round about the farm, or what I think is most likely is she sometimes sleeps on the roof of her kennel box, and I think she's most likely rolled off that in the night and landed on her ribs. The other possibility is there is some sort of foreign object just underneath her skin, something like a thorn or something like that. But right now, what she has recommended that we do is Storm is going to be on a course of antibiotics for a week, and hopefully that reduces the infection and swelling. If it doesn't, then they'll have to go looking for a foreign body under the skin, which means she'll most likely have a minor operation, and it means she'll have a lot more time off work. The vets don't think she has to be wrapped up in cotton wool or treated too differently. They just want her to stay off work so it doesn't get injured more, but other than that, she can pretty much act as normal. But we're going to keep her in the house anyway. It does mean Kate and Echo are going to have to pick up some slack around about the farm, and Kate may have to go outside living depending on how long they're going to have to pick up the slack. So I'll probably do a whole video on why it's better for working dogs to live outside if they're working full time. But yeah, so Kate and Echo are just going to pick up the slack while Storm is off. Hi guys, so it's now Saturday, so it was Tuesday we had the initial lump, Thursday we got the antibiotics, and then we've had further developments now. So the mass itself has become a lot less hard. It's sort of squishy to the feel, and a small opening has opened up and that is now seeping. We have contacted our vets again. The vet is not too worried about it. If anything, some of the infection's going to come out while it's weeping, which may be a good thing. We do have a further vet's appointment booked for Monday. Like I said, the vet isn't too worried about it weeping right now, as long as she's still acting fine, and if anything, she is seeming a little bit more happy today. She has eaten her dinner last night, she's eaten her breakfast this morning, which is good. Even in farming, it's normally good if something's weeping, because that is a way for the infection to find its way out. In cattle and sheep, if we ever do an operation, normally the bottom stitch will be separate from all the rest, and that way if there is any infection build up, we would cut that open and allow it to drain. So my hope is that this mass, which is now weeping, will allow some of that infection to drain out. And Storm does seem happier this morning. She's been skipping about a bit more, seems like she is maybe less in pain, so whether that has reduced some of the pressure that she's been feeling, hopefully it has. Like I say, because of the antibiotics and that taking some of the swelling down, this may have opened up what could have been the original entrance wound if there is something under there. So Storm may yet have to go for an operation. As you can probably guess, guys, my priority is Storm right now. We will try and keep our videos going up as normal as we can. The YouTube videos may not always be going up every day like they normally do, because I may just be too stressed, maybe not feeling like a video that day, or maybe too busy taking Storm back and forward to the vets. And if she does end up going for an operation, my priority is going to be Storm and not social media. So if the videos do get a bit sparse, my apologies, but at the end of the day, the most important thing to me is her well-being. Like I say, guys, I am going to try and keep you guys as informed as I can. Part of the reason I've been so keen to share this experience, if that's what you want to call it, is just because it is partly me wanting to be honest with you guys, let you guys in on what's happening, so that you guys know what's happening and nothing unexpected comes out of the blue at you. And also, I think a lot of creators, sometimes when you're watching creators like me, you feel like it's like a perfect life. I think this video will probably highlight some of the real stresses and things that can happen when you're working with a pack of dogs. These type of things can happen whether it's pets or working dogs, but I think this highlights that it's not always sunshine and rainbows. Anyway, guys, as things develop, we will keep you guys in the loop. As I say, I'll probably have other YouTube videos come out. They don't always come out in order, but I will prioritize this so that you guys are getting at least a weekly update on what's going on, and try and keep you guys in the loop as well. But for now, that'll do for this video. I was going to say there, I hope you enjoyed, but it is what it is. And thanks very much for watching, guys, and hopefully Storm gets a lot better before our next update.